Today we're going to look at the basic stance that we use for German longsword. This is specifically for right-handers. We start with the left foot pointing towards our opponent. So you'll notice with Nick, if he's looking towards me, his front foot is in a straight line, pointing directly at his opponent. His back foot is at right angles or slightly forwards. Or slightly backwards. Whether you go forwards or backwards will depend on how limber you are, how comfortable you are around the hips at moving, and also the way you want to fight. But as a general rule, keep it at right angles. Let's move back a bit. Keep it at right angles until you know better, until you've got a reason to do something different. You'll notice the legs are bent. You don't want straight legs. If he goes back into straight legs, this is not the way you want to fight. Notice the back leg is straight, front leg straight. You generally don't want to keep the back leg straight other than when you're actually delivering an attack. The rest of the time, your legs should be bent. So notice both legs are bent. If Nick faces towards the camera, you'll notice if you look at the knee moves over the foot. We don't let it move to the inside or to the outside. If we do this, we risk an awful lot of damage to the knee. We can also cause a bit of trouble down at the ankle. You want to keep it so that if you rock forwards, the knee bends, you rock backwards, the back knee bends. The legs stay bent, and if I just get Nick to face towards the camera, notice there's a gap between the feet. So he doesn't have his feet in line like we have in sabre or rapier. If we just have a look at what a sabre or rapier posture would look like, just flip Nick around a moment, you'll notice the feet are in line. It looks quite different to the way we practice longsword. So if we go back to the left foot in front again, in line. So that's in line, and we have a gap. So notice it's a nice balanced posture. So if I walk up to him and push him, he's nice and stable. Okay, we just go back into the posture again. You'll also notice his back is straight. If he wants to adjust his height, he lifts his body up and the legs bend like this. We don't want to pull the back side out and basically bend. We can use bending actions when we want to lean forwards to strike in particular ways, but as a way of adjusting height, we move using the legs. So if we just watch again, so we're bending at the knees. So this is how we're going to adjust our height. I'll just get Nick to point towards you again. The one other thing we need to know about is where do we put the shoulders? Do we have them straight on or twisted? This is purely down to the posture that you're using in the fight and the outcome you're looking for. If you're fighting in a high posture like Targ, so we'll pretend Nick's in Targ without his sword, so if he's got it up high, you'll often find that you'll be twisted slightly towards the front, so you'll be almost straight on. If you pull back into a posture like Fluke, you'll notice instinctively your body will twist to the right as you bring the blade back. As a general rule, you'll know if you've got it right because your body will tell you if you've got it right. If it feels uncomfortable, you're probably doing it wrong. So just look at Nick just once more. So the basic posture, we're just going to face the camera, just so you can see from the front. So front foot towards your opponent, the back foot at right angles or slightly forwards or slightly backwards, depending on the way you like to fight and what's comfortable. Make sure you've got that gap, the back is straight, chin up, looking towards your opponent. And if we just look from the side, notice these legs bend. One last thing, with the knees, we don't want the knee pushed back too far. So we don't want this particular action. It's very hard to move forwards or backwards when we lock the leg out. Notice it's almost straight. He actually straightens it now. This is going to make it really difficult to move. So bring the knee back over. So the knee should be above the foot, and quite often it'll actually be above the front of the foot. And by doing this, you'll be able to move forwards and backwards quickly. You'll have quick, snappy actions when you're sparring. That's it for today. Thank you.